Good afternoon. This is me coming on in my first series of doing my weight loss journey. It's been a long weight loss journey, and I am still on it. So therefore, it will be many of videos, short videos. I am going to make this hopefully less than a couple of minutes long, no more than 3 to 5 minutes long. And so I will always, once a week, come back with another portion of it. So on my weight loss journey, it started somewhat back in 2020, probably 2020, that I started on my weight loss journey. And I had several major health issues. One that I went through that caused another to occur. The treatment of one helped escalate the second major health issue. So I did what they call a lifestyle change. And in that lifestyle change, I changed a lot of things about not looking at my journey, weight loss journey, or my journey period as trying to fit into a certain size category or anything like that. But it was trying to build up my immune system. It was there to help change my lifestyle, something that I felt that I could be able to live with throughout the rest of my life. So therefore, I changed certain things such as the way that I cook my food. It's not that I was unhealthy in the way that I cooked my food in any way. Matter of fact, people in my family said that out of some of the situations that I had occurred during that time, they would have thought that I would have been the last one that would have had an issue, because I always tried to stay away from certain foods and things when it came to my dietary plan. But anyway, I did come into a very, very crucial change in my overall health. And I eliminated sugars out of my diet, totally all sugars out of my diet as I possibly could. I eliminated, of course, a lot of sodium is never too good for us as a person, for our body, period. And I started doing a lot of paying attention to my numbers when I would go to the doctor. My blood pressure numbers, my cholesterol numbers, my A1C, my blood sugar numbers, my kidney function, my liver function. And I was one person that was into all of those things. So that became very, very important to me, even though I was doing it all along, but I was just, not really doing it the way that I ended up paying attention to it. I would drink a half in my body weight of water every day. Say for instance, if I weighed 100 pounds, I would drink 50 ounces of water a day. I am an animate person and drinking a lot of fluids in a way, especially a lot of waters. I make sure that I keep water on my bedside table. I drink water throughout the night. When I get up, and I constantly, it constantly makes me go to the bathroom, but that's okay because it flushes all of those toxins, and it flushes all of those, flushes my kidney and my liver and all of those things. And so I find that works for me, even though I can get frustrated sometimes getting up during the night. My doctor asked me how much water do I drink, am I getting enough water through my day, because she feel like, this particular doctor always say, you need to get at least 6 to 4 ounces of water. And I told her I can probably do that in no time flat, because at night I drink every bit of 16 to 20 ounces, if not 16 to 32 ounces of water throughout the night, because of the fact I always keep my water at my bedside table. First thing in the morning, last thing at night, all during the day. And a part of my weight loss journey, during that time, I would walk. I had a dog at that particular time in my life. and I would take her out for walks, and both of us would, enjoy the time that's being out. So that gave me the opportunity to be able to do steps. I didn't count miles, but I counted steps that equal to miles, and that worked out for me. During that time, I lost around between 42 and 46 pounds. And I was able, through my lifestyle change, I was able to keep that off. I also included, I can't tolerate like butter and anything like that, so I use ghee. I also changed my dietary plan. I use olive oil, a very good olive oil. I didn't try to reach for the cheapest olive oil on the shelf. I tried to research what would be the best olive oil, and I will always go with organic olive oil in a dark container, dark glass container, and I would search and make sure that the region that it was coming from was a good olive oil, because it helps very much with your cardiovascular organs, and it was always good for me. I would try to include as much in my diet as I possibly could. I changed, and I would eat. I didn't go vegetarian, but I went pescatarian. And pescatarian is when you just eat, your meats come from seafood, and the rest, was vegetables. So in other words, I was on a part of a spectrum of vegetarian, but I was eating meats, but the meats consist of, I forgot, I got to add this other thing. The meats was consisting of seafood and plus eggs. Eggs, for a vegetarian, they do not eat eggs, but for a pescatarian, I did eat eggs, and that was basically so that I could get my protein. So that went on, and I was able to keep those 42, 46 pounds off for over 3 years. Then it came a time in my life that I started to, no matter what I would do, my lifestyle changed somewhat. The way I cook, I sort of like didn't really continue to cook and prepare foods the way that I was preparing foods. And as well as by me no longer having my dog, I found that I was no longer doing the daily walks that I would do 2-3 times, but my water and my food intake was the same. But it seemed as if that my metabolism had probably just in non-existence. My metabolism was like non-existence. So therefore, I had started picking the weight back up. And no matter what I would do, I could not lose the weight. So with one doctor, she's no longer with me. She moved back to Maryland, and we had really connected. We was like a bond. We had a very, very close bond. And so I would talk to you about that particular doctor and how we came up with trying to get me back on track when it comes to my weight loss journey. So the first thing I would say to you, do it the healthy way, change your lifestyle. Don't call yourself going on a diet. Do your research. I would be more than glad to answer any question that you want, because I know that I did all the work, I did all of the research, I did all of those things, and I know it was very beneficial for me. It was slow, but not really slow weight loss, and I felt the best that I ever felt in my life, in living my life, in changing my lifestyle, and eating the way that I was eating. I made sure I included my nuts, I included my vegetables, my fruits. I stayed away from a lot of red meats or fatty meats or whatever. But we're going to talk about that, how I had to get back and trying to include some of those meats back in my diet. So toodaloo, we're going to continue to talk. It's going to be a long series. You can ask me questions underneath this video, and I will try to answer you back in my next video. Okay, bye-bye now.